Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're going to be discussing Dr. Stone number 3. Before getting into it, 7 Deadly Sins and actually Fairy Tail have actually already come out. I read them last night, yesterday and today, so I will be doing those videos tomorrow, just to keep a consistency in a regular flow of videos and to manage my time a little bit. So today, to expect Dr. Stone, which is this video, as well as Robo X Laser Beam, chapter number 1. Hopefully then I can do 7 Deadly Sins, Fairy Tail tomorrow, and then any follow-up work that I need to do videos. I'm more than likely going to look to do the follow-up catch-up video for the Blue Exorcist, all the ones I haven't done so far, and any other catch-ups, potentially Promised Neverland, potentially Platinum End. So them are the ones I'm gearing for, fingers crossed, and get something done. Without further ado, let's get into this review. So Dr. Stone so far has been a gradual build. So they've built up to a scenario where we're kind of dealing with this post like mega world changing event, been thousands of years in the future, the search for a cure, and then this chapter is a bit of a roller coaster ride. So we start off in the hope that potentially we're going to bring back Taiju's love interest, Yuzihira. Then you have this bit of a roller coaster ride, and then at the end we're with that hope that potentially still is going to happen. So let's kind of go through what happened. So the first thing is they want to bring her back. There's conversations about the experiments, what's taking place. It's like a really serious thing because all he's tried it on before, the body parts that were broken. I'd basically gone back to raw meat. So what does that mean? So in the scenario where they use it on a full, complete human being, the idea is they should be able to revive, but they've tested it on things before that. As you can imagine, with the environmental changes, times passing, things fall, things break. Like a statue, it breaks into pieces. So what Senku has actually done is tested it out on broken pieces of people's limbs, which returns back to meat. In theory, it should work on a whole if it works on a piece. So that explanation was kind of grim, it was quite dark, so it was kind of a serious tone, but then it went from that to something completely funny, and the reaction of Taiju when he realized the implications of reviving Yuzihira right there and then was so funny. He goes, "Wait! She's gonna be naked! Don't do it!" I was like, oh my god, that was just priceless. And he's there poking his eyes, "Don't you dare, look, we need to cover them." That guy like, nobody's here, who cares? He goes, "No, we need to do that." And then it went from like a funny situation to a dead serious situation, because essentially we found out that there was some animals that were in the wild now because they were in the zoo and they broke free because of all humans not taking care of them. So they've basically been on Earth for the last God knows how many years, surviving in the wild. I don't know what they did to eat, because to be fair, a lot of the main food supply had basically gone into stones. I'm assuming they were eating plant life and stuff like that, and they became herbivores. But when they saw some meat, their instincts kicked in and they were there. So when you see lion, I see run, and that's exactly what they had to do. But then we saw something interesting. Senku wanted to get away, but Taiju wanted to sacrifice himself. So he goes, "Look, you take Yuzihira, find the cure, make sure she's safe, so you can repopulate the world." He wanted to protect his love and his friend. But then we really get to see how much of a friend he is. Because when you look at the beginning of this chapter, we see these few episodes or these chapters, we don't have as much of a concrete answer to how close friends they are, how long have they known each other. We do start getting more of that now. So we know they're on good terms because he literally sees him in the first kind of few panels of the first chapter, and they seem to get on well, and they call each other names and they have a trust in each other. But where has that stemmed from? So basically, Taiju's like, "I'll use my body. You run away. Take Yuzihira with you." And he goes, "No, you idiot. Because your strength lies in your strength, in your endurance, in your physical body. But you don't know how to fight. You've never fought since I've known you. You've never fought." And then we see him crossing his arms, being a shield while they were young, for a young Senku against older people, possibly older people feeling inferior to Senku because of his intelligence and wanting to bully him. But basically Taiju stuck up for him and was the shield. So that shows you they've got a closer bond than we're led to believe, and I'm sure we're going to see more of that. But this is where things change. He's mentioned and made discussion of fighting ability, and Taiju again comes up with this plan. Taiju is a lot smarter than he's given credit for, and he goes, I found him when I was roaming the area when I first woke up. He's talking about that guy that was in the garden, the one he referred to as the strongest primate, Sukihisha, I believe his name. I'm actually read it. Tsukasa, Shishio Tsukasa, the person known as the strongest primate. He's kind of like sat in a hunched position. He reminds me of that guy from Seven Deadly Sins. The guy wears a mask who's, I'm not sure if he's a hetero, homo or bi, but he's got a weird kind of way of going about himself, and he wears a mask and he's in the wild fangs or the he's basically a knight somewhere in the Leonis kingdom. Anyway, so it reminds me of him. So they revive him, and the guy's a beast. He literally, without even having much time, he goes, "What's the situation?" He goes, "I'm surrounded by lions." Pow! He lets everything out. Starts whooping ass. And the funny thing is, as he comes out, the stones are chipping. So when he lets out his arms, one of the stones hits Taiju in the head, and Taiju's like, ah! And then he beats up the lion, and basically says that while I'm here, nothing's gonna happen. They'll have to fight me first. So it's like the three musketeers. We've got the brains, we've got the bronze, we've got the fighting prowess, and now we're onto the hope of bringing her back. But here's things to bear in mind with this. We don't really know the relationship between Senku, Taiju, and Tsukasa. We know he owes him one now because he's brought him back, and he goes, "Look, take time filling me in." We don't know what their overall relationship is like. We don't know what his motives are going to be. We don't know if he's going to want to do his own thing, and they're kind of going to be held hostage because, he's stronger than them in terms of fighting, and maybe he can use that to his advantage. We don't know what kind of mind he's got. So that might throw a spanner in the works. Also, now we're living on the hope that we're going to see Yuzahiro revived very soon. But what's not to say that this guy's a love interest for her as well. It's just, there's all these possibilities and these parameters and these factors that could potentially throw us for a loop very soon. So prepare for that. Bearing in mind the last few, all these releases that have come up, we've not really seen 4 or 5, the 4th and 5th chapter being released. I haven't seen one yet for Hungry Marie. I haven't seen one for this just yet because it's only chapter 3. But still, if this is a situation where we don't get a chapter released straight away next week for this, I will eventually do a review for it whenever it gets released in English. But for now, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff in the comment section below. I will always leave my links to different things such as my Twitter account, so feel free to follow if you want. And I'll see you next time. Peace.